Hello dear AI enthusiasts, welcome to a new video on our channel. Today we're talking about a groundbreaking development in the AI world. Meta has surprisingly released Llama 4.
Hey everyone, it is Llama 4 Day. Our goal is to build the world's leading AI, open source it, and make it universally accessible so that everyone in the world benefits. And I've said for a while that I think that open source AI is going to become the leading models. And with Llama 4, this is starting to happen. Meta AI is getting a big upgrade today. So if you want to try Llama 4, you can use Meta AI in WhatsApp, Messenger, or Instagram Direct, or you can go to our website at meta.ai. Today, we are dropping the first two open source Llama 4 models, and we've got two more on the way. The first model is Llama 4 Scout. It is extremely fast, natively multimodal. It has an industry-leading, nearly infinite 10 million token context length, and it is designed to run on a single GPU. It is 17 billion parameters by 16 experts, and it is by far the highest performing small model in its class. The second model is Llama 4 Maverick, the workhorse. It beats GPT-4o and Gemini Flash 2 on all benchmarks. It is smaller and more efficient than DeepSeek v3, but it is still comparable on text, plus it is natively multimodal. This one is 17 billion parameters by 128 experts, and it is designed to run on a single host for easy inference. This thing is a beast. Then we've got two more models on the way. One is Llama 4 Reasoning, and we're gonna have more news to share on that in the next month. And the last one we are calling Llama 4 Behemoth. This thing is massive, more than 2 trillion parameters. I'm not aware of anyone training a larger model out there. It is already the highest performing base model in the world, and it is not even done training yet. We're gonna share more about Llama 4 Behemoth soon. Overall, Llama 4 is a milestone for Meta AI and for open source. For the first time, the best small, mid-size, and potentially soon frontier models will be open source. There's a lot more to do, but the trajectory here is clear. We've got more model drops coming soon, so stay good out there.
And it brings some truly impressive innovations. Especially the context length of 10 million tokens in one of the models is causing a sensation in the community. A technological revolution that redefines the boundaries of what's possible. This enormous capacity allows processing entire libraries of text in a single pass. Let's take a detailed look at this new model family, what it can do, and what it means for the future of AI, because we might be facing a paradigm shift that could transform the entire industry. Meta hasn't announced just one but 3 different models: Llama 4 Scout, Llama 4 Maverick, and Llama 4 Behemoth. Each of these models brings different strengths, but 2 aspects stand out particularly. All are natively multimodal and use a special architecture called Mixture of Experts, abbreviated as MoE. Scout and Maverick are already available for download, while Behemoth, the largest model, is still in the training phase and will be released later. Let's look at these models in detail. Llama 4 Scout has a total of 109 billion parameters, of which 17 billion are active parameters with 16 experts. It fits on a single NVIDIA H100 GPU when using int4 quantization. The most impressive feature is the 10 million token context window. With this, it outperforms models like Llama 3, Gemini 2.0 Flashlight, and Mistral 3.1 in many benchmarks. Llama 4 Maverick is larger with a total of 400 billion parameters, of which 17 billion are active parameters with 128 experts. It runs on a single NVIDIA H100 DGX host and offers a context window of 1 million tokens. According to Meta, it even outperforms GPT-4o and Gemini 2.0 Flash in many tests and achieves comparable results to DeepSeek v3 in reasoning and coding, with less than half the active parameters. The third model, Llama 4 Behemoth, will arrive later and is truly gigantic, with almost 2 trillion parameters in total and 288 billion active parameters with 16 experts. It serves as a teacher model for the smaller versions and, according to Meta, even outperforms GPT-4.5, Claude Sonnet 3.7, and Gemini 2.0 Pro in STEM benchmarks. An important innovation in Llama 4 is the use of the Mixture of Experts architecture. This innovative architecture allows that for each token, only a fraction of the total parameters is activated. similar to a brain that uses specialized regions for different tasks. What does this mean concretely? In Llama 4 Maverick, for example, the 400 billion total parameters are distributed across 128 specialized experts. However, for each token, only one expert plus a common expert is activated, like a team of specialists where, depending on the task, the relevant experts are consulted. This means that effectively only 17 billion parameters are used per token, a remarkable increase in efficiency without loss of quality. This architecture brings two decisive advantages: higher efficiency during training and inference, as well as better quality with the same computational power compared to traditional dense models. The practical consequence is that these powerful models can run on much less hardware than before, which reduces both cost and latency, democratizing AI technology. Perhaps the most exciting aspect of Llama 4 Scout is the 10 million token context window. This significantly exceeds previous leaders like Gemini with 2 million tokens. What does this mean in practice? 10 million tokens correspond to approximately over 20 hours of video material or hundreds of books or documents. It's practically unlimited context length for most everyday applications. This enormous context length could make existing techniques like RAG, i.e. retrieval augmented generation, partially redundant, as the model can work directly with enormous amounts of data without needing to divide them. It's also notable that Llama 4 Scout was pre-trained and post-trained with a context length of 256K, which gives the model an advanced length generalization capability. All Llama 4 models are natively multimodal, which means they can seamlessly process text, images, and in the future, also video. The models use a technique called early fusion to integrate text and image tokens into a unified model backbone. Meta has also improved the vision encoder in Llama 4. It's based on MetaClip, but was trained separately together with a frozen Llama model to better adapt the encoder to the LLM. The models were trained on a variety of images and video stills to enable broad visual understanding, including temporal activities and related images. In benchmarks, the Llama 4 models seem to show impressive results. According to Meta, Llama 4 Maverick outperforms GPT-4o and Gemini 2.0 Flash in coding, reasoning, multilingual, long context, and image benchmarks. Llama 4 Scout outperforms comparable models in image anchoring and shows better results in coding, reasoning, long context, and image benchmarks than all previous Llama models. Llama 4 Behemoth is supposed to offer state-of-the-art performance in non-reasoning-based models in mathematics, multilingual, and image benchmarks. The cost efficiency is also particularly interesting. Llama 4 Maverick is supposed to offer excellent value for money, with an experimental chat version that achieves an LO value of 1,417 in the LM Arena ranking, placing it right behind Gemini 2.5 Pro in second place. There are several ways to try Llama 4. You can download the models Llama 4 Scout and Maverick on llama.com and Hugging Face. The models are also integrated in Meta AI, which is accessible via WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram Direct, and the Meta AI website. Soon, the models will be available through various cloud and data platforms, edge silicon, and global service integrators. For developers, it's important to know that although the models are termed open source, they have some limitations. Companies with more than 700 million active users require a special license. The indication built with Llama must be displayed prominently. AI models created with Llama materials must have Llama at the beginning of their name. A specific attribution note must be included in a text file with each distribution. Training models of this magnitude posed significant challenges to Meta. Some notable technical innovations include the Meta-P training technique, which allows reliably setting critical model hyperparameters such as layer-specific learning rates and initialization scales. There was also multilingual pre-training on 200 languages, including over 100 with more than 1 billion tokens each. Meta focused on efficient training with FP8 precision, without quality loss, and with high model FLOPS utilization. The so-called IROP architecture uses nested attention layers without positional embeddings and inference time temperature scaling of attention to improve length generalization. Llama 4 Behemoth, the 2 trillion parameter model, was used as a teacher model to improve the smaller Llama 4 models. Meta has developed a novel distillation loss function that dynamically weights the soft and hard targets during training. Training a model with 2 trillion parameters required a complete overhaul of the training recipes. Meta had to remove 95% of the SFT data, compared to 50% for smaller models, to achieve the necessary focus on quality and efficiency. Scaling reinforcement learning for a model of this size also required a revision of the RL infrastructure. Meta optimized the design of their MOE parallelization for speed and developed a fully asynchronous online RL training framework, resulting in approximately a tenfold improvement in training efficiency compared to previous generations. Despite the impressive advances, there are also some limitations and critical points to note. Even the smallest version, Llama 4 Scout, according to some experts like Jeremy Howard, may not run on consumer GPUs without strong quantization. The license is not completely open like an MIT license, which brings some restrictions. The current models are not yet thinking models or reasoning models like Claude 3, 5 Sonnet, or GPT-4o. However, Meta has hinted that reasoning versions are in development. And while the 10 million token context length sounds impressive, the Meta AI web interface currently doesn't even support prompts with 15,000 tokens, indicating a discrepancy between technical capabilities and implementation. The release of Llama 4 marks a significant advancement in the AI landscape, especially in the open source area. With native multimodal support, mixture of experts architecture, and impressive context length, Meta sets new standards, especially the efficiency and value for money could have a disruptive effect and make AI applications more accessible. The 10 million token context length opens up entirely new use cases, from analyzing entire code bases to processing video material. With Llama 4 Behemoth and the announced reasoning models, Meta still has more aces up its sleeve. The AI revolution continues to accelerate, and Llama 4 could be an important catalyst for the next wave of innovations. I'm interested in your opinions and experiences with Llama 4. Have you tried it yet? What use cases do you see for it? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you activate the bell, you'll even be informed when we upload a new video. Hope to see you next time. Until then, stay real.